Welcome to another episode of the Funny on My Mind podcast, the seriously unserious podcast where nothing is our problem. I'm your host, AT, and today we got someone special in the hot seat. We got my main man, Clint, in the hot seat, aka George Colgate, aka CheddarBob, aka Mr. Redhead, whatever you want to call him. Just don't disrespect him. All right, Clint, how you doing?
Good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Clint drove what, almost 2 hours?
Yeah, just a little under 2.
Yeah, just a little under 2 hours to be here. And this is actually a tremendous honor because I've known Clint for several years since he was what?
15, I think we said.
Yeah, probably 14.
Maybe.
Because John graduated in 2019 and I met you the year before. So yeah. So it's been a long time. Me and his older brother went to college together. His brother was a few years ahead. My freshman year was his senior year, and me and old Johnny Boy are still tight. But Mr. CheddarBob is he built different. I think that's what I haven't created your thumbnail yet at the time of this recording. I think that's what your name is gonna be on the. Do you think 8 Mile will sue us if we put CheddarBob is a generic name. Anybody could. Pooh Shiesty just put CheddarBob in the song.
Really?
Yeah. He said he took his homie Dumbo Glock because he went out like CheddarBob.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
My brother started calling me CheddarBob because of a song.
Yeah. So that's gonna be your name on the thumbnail. So Mr. CheddarBob. All right, Clint, bro, it's an honor to have you here. Bro, not gonna lie, I thought you wasn't coming because I had texted Clint earlier this. I think I texted you Sunday. I was like, pull up on the podcast next weekend, and you're like, I'll get back with you. I'm sure I can, but I just want to make sure I don't have anything. And then I messaged you on Tuesday night, and you were like, bro, I'm gonna be stuck in Arkansas for work. I don't think I can make it, but I'll keep you in the loop. I looked at that and I was like, yeah, bro ain't coming. And then you messaged me the next day, which was crazy. So yeah, no, you messaged me Thursday. That was crazy. All right, Clint. All right, so we're gonna move into the first segment. The first segment is always gonna be called "Getting to Know the Guest." This gives the audience a better understanding of who you are and kind of a bit of background about you and kind of like your present person today.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's run it. First one, where did you grow up and what was it like for you?
I grew up in it used to be small. It's getting bigger and bigger, and I hate it that it's getting bigger. But I grew up in a small town, Oklahoma, Coweta.
Uh-huh.
And I've lived there for 21 years, still live there. I mean, I've always had it pretty sweet. We live on a big ranch-style house, got land out in the back and stuff. So I always ran around outside and did stuff like that. But, I mean, it was never no struggle or nothing growing up, for sure.
And just to let them know, I have stayed at this ranch-style house, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They took me out in like
We went and shot guns and stuff, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did. And then y'all took me out in the what was that?
The little like side-by-side thing?
Yeah.
The mule.
Yeah. And then they just had like cows like walking around. I was like, huh, okay. This is country life. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And I think one of my fondest memories actually being out there was y'all had just gotten
Inky.
Inky, the blue healer. That was crazy to see. That was my first time seeing a blue healer. I was like, yo, can I have this dog?
She's still crazy, bro.
Yes. Bro, but that's awesome. What do you do now for work, and how'd you get into it?
So I work for Davis Elliott. I'm on a bore crew, so I do underground drilling.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we can pull in electricity underneath the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I went to college for 1 semester because I want to be electrical engineer. I've always liked electric stuff, taking stuff apart, putting it back together.
Yeah.
But college wasn't for me, so I dropped out, and like real quick. But I came back and I went to tech school for electric stuff, won a big scholarship, and they just opened up a program for utility electric. So I went there for cheap. And then I got a job here. And now I've been staying in Arkansas for the past month because we have to shoot 600 foot through straight rock. It's terrible.
And just for you guys to know, Clint, I've always thought of Clint as a younger brother. Him and one of probably his best friend.
Yeah, Joel.
Joel, right? I've always thought of them as younger brothers. And when John told me that you were dropping out of college, I'm pretty sure I like messaged you and was like, bro, what the hell are you doing? You're going to OSU, bro. How could you do this? Because Clint, I've always held Clint at a different standard because he was always like super smart and like super big brain. But I mean, he's doing pretty good himself. He's doing, I guess, yeah, like you said, college wasn't for you. You're now more of a trade guy.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I was thinking about it while I was up there. I was like, I just don't think I can be happy with not being able to see the work that I do come to some sort of physical fruition.
Yeah, and I think that's what I struggle with in my day-to-day life. I work in IT, but my heart's not in IT. My heart is, I went to college for criminal justice, so I want to be out in the field and stuff like that. I wasn't built to sit behind a desk 24/7. So I mean, it has its perks. I have my own office and stuff like that, but not trying to flex or anything. But it gets boring sometimes.
Humans aren't built to sit behind desks all day, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, anyone out there that says, bro, I just want a desk job, bro, it's not, unless you like seriously love the job that you're doing while you're behind that desk. Well, and then like every now and then I'll have to like get up and like stretch my legs. I'll go for a walk down and like through our offices. We have offices upstairs and downstairs. I'll go for a walk and I'm like, bro, this is terrible. So
I got the opposite problem, bro. Everything hurts constantly.
Man's just 21 living the life of a 40-year-old. What's a hobby people wouldn't expect from you?
I mean, a lot of the times I don't really present like the country aesthetic that I grew up around.
This is true. This is much true.
I mean, I just love to go like walk through the woods and stuff. I mean, I go hunt squirrels and just random stuff like that. Just walk around.
That's crazy. I wouldn't. This all makes sense because I also feel like John doesn't present. John is he's more city than you are, but he still has those things he does. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. What's your go-to comfort food?
Go-to comfort food? I mean, pizza's always safe, but I mean, if I got to choose like anything and I could have it immediately, I'd say In-N-Out Burger, because there's been multiple times me and my girlfriend have driven 4 hours just to go get an In-N-Out Burger and come back home.
Really? Where's the closest In-N-Out Burger to you? OKC?
Allen, Texas. There's not one in OKC. There's none in Oklahoma. The closest one's 4 hours away in Allen, Texas, like right on the border.
Really? You've driven
to Texas for a cheeseburger and then drove back.
Well, I guess that makes sense because you did ask me if we had like Impossible Pizza.
Emo's Pizza, bro. Go to Emo's Pizza. It's St. Louis style pizza. It's like thin cracker crust. Ooh.
Where did you have it?
Me and my girl went skiing out around St. Louis in Pacific, Missouri.
Mm-hmm. You could ski in Missouri?
Yeah, there's two places to ski out here. There's Hidden Valley and then there's Wolf Creek.
Really? I didn't even know that, and I live in Missouri.
They're not like huge mountains or anything, but I mean they're still fun.
Okay, so yeah, bro. So a funny story about In-N-Out, right? When I went to NEO and I was in the band, as long as the football team kept winning, we would travel with them. So the first time we traveled with them, we went to Texas, right? They put the football team up in like big charter buses. Well, I guess now that I'm older, I understand it because all of that, it comes out of the department's budget. So they have a bigger budget. I thought it was a school funding all of that, I was like, bro, they hate us. So that we got the broken down NEO buses. But anyway, so we went to Texas. And I can't remember if it was the first or second time. We had went to Texas twice that season, and we usually stay in a hotel. You get to like pick your roommates or whatever, right? So we went to Texas, and a couple of my band friends, they just happen to be female. If my wife sees this, baby, I love you. I'll never like anyone but you, right? But they had wanted, they were hungry, right? And I think we got like, we used to get dinner, but it was like super early or something like that. And they were hungry, and they were looking like on Google, and there was like an In-N-Out burger really close. And they actually, but it was four girls. It was four girls, and they wanted a guy to go with them because they were afraid because we're in Texas, and right. So they booked an Uber, and I rode in the front seat with the Uber driver. It was kind of weird, but we went to In-N-Out, and to this day I still kick myself because they was like, bro, we'll buy you food, and the only thing I got was like a milkshake because I think I was still full from earlier or something. Yeah, the only thing I got was a milkshake. It was really good, but I'm like, bro, I should have just gotten something.
You still never had it?
Yeah, I still never had it. Yeah, so um
It's not the best cheeseburger like in the world, absolutely not. But I mean, when it comes to a cheap and consistent fast food burger, In-N-Out's number one.
yeah, I just think it. I've been seeing like a lot of videos on like about In-N-Out lately. First of all, I heard like they're a huge staple in California, and the lines will be wrapped around the building a couple times for this In-N-Out burger. But one of the last things I seen was this guy. He had gotten his order from In-N-Out, and he like laid down and he started like playing music, and he's like trying to like I don't know, sexually appeal himself to this cheeseburger, and I'm like, bro, come on, bro, it can't be that good.
It's not that good, but I mean, when it comes to a fast food burger, I don't think anybody can beat it.
Okay. Da, 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 da. What is one word you'd use to describe yourself that uh to someone that doesn't know you?
I'm a lot.
A lot.
I'm
Wow.
I'm a lot.
Bro just spit that out immediately. I've heard things like people have said I'm him, someone said I'm magical, someone said I am um quiet and stuff. Like, bro said I'm a lot. He trying to let you know.
Like, uh, I'm not normally a very easy person to learn.
Yeah.
Like I can be over here and be over here within 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think I had to learn that with you. I think in like our earlier days of being friends and stuff like that, because I've always thought of you as a little brother. I think I've always tried to little brother you, but it wasn't until like I really got to know you, it you responded better when I was like not so much trying to little brother you, but respectfully guiding you and giving you advice. It's like, bro, why does he keep making these knucklehead moves, bro?
Hard headed.
Yeah.
Hard headed's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. That bro said I'm a lot. All right. And well, I guess we've kind of gone over when and where you met me. What was your initial thought of me on the first interaction? Like, think about it from the perspective of, I know you had met me on like FaceTime and stuff, but think about it from the perspective of, well, I guess you can go from the well, okay, yeah, let's go at John's graduation when you finally met me in person, right? What did you think of me?
I thought you were what I thought of you on the phone. I thought you were very funny, and I just liked the way you sounded when you talked because you're from the Bahamas.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And funny story for the audience. That spring break that I spent at your house, right? What? So I met your dad for the first time, and that was an interesting experience. He wasn't mean or anything. He was just like so surprised that there was a big black man in his house, bro. And all I remember, right, is they took us out for Mexican food that night, and we went to the Mexican restaurant. I'm sitting down, and like all I see is like in my peripheral vision, like a camera flashing, and I look over, and he's like taking a photo of me, and he's like, "Bro, I gotta send this to my friend."
Yeah, like he doesn't.
I was like, "Bro, what?"
Like when I was growing up in Kuwait, especially. I mean, no hatred in it, but there was not a lot of diversity in Kuwait at all.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Like I think he has one, maybe two black friends.
Yeah, and then what was the guy's name? His name some funny. The big tall guy that your dad's friends with.
Oh, Kennard,
Is it?
the tall black dude.
No,
Oh no, Chunk.
yeah, Chung. That's what it was like. It has something to do with weight or something. And then your dad, he invited him over to the house, and he literally made me go answer the door.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, what? I open the door, and this guy is like super huge. I'm like, sup? He's like, sup? But whole time he already knew I was there because your dad sent him the picture. So I'm like, bro,
what's the point of this?
yeah, like he knows that I'm here. But yeah, that I just thought that was super funny. But your mom was always super sweet. She wasn't weirded out or anything. She made sure I was straight. I slept on the floor in her quilting room.
Yeah.
Good old quilting room. We also played. Me, you, and John also hopped in a party playing like. I think we were playing Warzone.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That was super cool.
You wanna know what's funny about that quilting room?
What?
So my room was right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. Both of those are quilting rooms.
Oh.
She took both of mine and my brother's childhood bedrooms, and now they are both quilting rooms. She's got a sewing machine in there worth more than either of our cars.
So where do you sleep now? Do you sleep in John's old bedroom?
Yeah, that little small one.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Oh.
my room now.
Oh. She's like, yeah, bud, you gotta go.
Yeah, you got downgraded.
Yeah. So instead of taking John's bedroom, she took
She took both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, all right, but so was that room that I slept in on the floor?
That was John's old room.
Oh. So who slept in John's room?
Nobody. After he left, sewing room. After I left to college for one semester, come back, sewing room.
No. The room where he left out of.
Oh, it was just a guest room.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering. What's been your biggest distraction lately?
I wouldn't say it's a distraction, but I'd say my biggest focus is just work because that's all I do now.
Mm.
I wake up at 5 a.m. and drive to the shop on a Monday. Wake up 5 a.m, drive to the shop, drive 2 hours down to middle of nowhere, Arkansas. Work for 16 hours, go to a hotel, go to sleep, and repeat it over and over and over again.
So how do you have any time to spend with your girlfriend?
I hardly do. I mean, on the weekends, I'm back here on the weekends, or not here, back in Oklahoma on the weekends. So I see her on the weekends. I try to see my girlfriend and my family.
As much as you can.
Yeah, and then just gotta go back.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to, whether it's long term or short term?
I'm really working up to moving out right now. That's my big thing.
Okay.
I got my first big boy job. I'm making adult money, putting it all away, and trying to get out of the mom's house.
Okay. So are you looking to like get an apartment?
Yeah, I want an apartment because I don't want to deal with being a homeowner yet.
Yeah, but trust me, me and my wife, it's now January 2nd. We're looking to buy a house, and like I want to say like, we have some money put up, but tax season's coming up, and so we're gonna put some of that money along with the money that we have put up to put a down payment on a house. And trust me, bro, I'm not looking forward to like fixing everything that goes wrong with the house, but it's kind of time. We have 2 kids at this point, and we have a 5 and a 1-year-old, and it's us 2, and then we only have 1 bathroom. So we've kind of like outgrown this house, and we thought about it, and our rent for this house is $500 a month, right? Which is like insane, right? People was like, bro, you should be so grateful. It's like, yeah. But we thought about it, and we're like, the amount of money that we're spending paying rent, we could be, putting on a mortgage or something like that. So
I mean, you can get mortgage payments around $1,000.
yeah. So So that's kind of what we're gearing up towards. I'm not looking forward to like, because everything in this house, like we moved in. Beside like the few things that we collected for our son or whatever, but like I'm not looking forward to moving, bro. Moving's terrible.
And you got to fix your own stuff. You can't call your landlord.
Yeah. You can't. We got like 2 summers ago, our AC went out. Our AC went out in the middle of summer, right? And she's like, all right. She's like, no problem. We called her and she dropped off like 3 window units. She's like, I'm gonna call her a repairman, but it was also like Saturday, so no one could come out until Monday. So she's like, I'll call a repairman first thing on Monday, and it got fixed like the next week. But we had those window units to keep us cool, you know. So I'm not looking forward to that when I'm a homeowner. So um, all right, let's move into the first segment. First segment's always going to be called Gas or Pass. These are kind of like, well, it kind of explains what it is. Gas or pass. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You don't really have to you don't really get time to think about it. Some of the questions I might give you pushback on, but you know, and I've kind of tailored this to you.
Okay.
A earliest 20 male, you know. So, all right, ready? First question: lying to avoid plans, gas or pass?
Absolutely gas. I love that.
Bro, it's terrible, but I do it all the time.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, I was so me and my wife, before we watched the 5th season of Stranger Things, we're rewatching all of the seasons, and we just passed the episode in like season 3 where 11 asked Mike if he wanted to hang out, and he's like, "Oh, Nana's sick and we think she might die." I'm like, bro, I think the biggest excuse I use at this point is, bro, I gotta watch my kids.
Oh yeah. Hell,
Or my kid's not feeling good or something. It's like, bro, and like people don't question it, you
that's
know?
a get out of jail free card.
Yeah. People don't question it because they know how delicate children are. So you know. All right, next one. Faking laughing to end the conversation. Gas or pass?
I do that all the time. Actually, that's gas too. Like, cause I work with a bunch of like rough and tumble blue collar guys.
Yeah.
So they'll just be making fun of me, and I'll just go ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
And then that's it, and it's over.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. I like pretend like I get a call or something. Um, muting someone's story instead of unfollowing.
Uh, I'd say pass. I mean, my thing is, I don't look. I just look at stories when I'm like got downtime. I'll just flip through them all real quick. But I mean, I don't have a problem seeing your stupid story. But I mean, if I don't want to see or hear from you, I'll just get rid of you completely.
See, me, I'm different, okay? Because like not saying this is you or anything, right? But I'm just using it as an example. You're my homie, right?
Mhm.
So like if I don't like what you're posting, though, you're like posting something I don't particularly believe in or something like that, I don't know, I'll mute it instead of like unfollowing you. You're still my homie. I still wanna, you know, we're still cool. But I'm gonna just mute you so I don't get upset when I watch your story, or we're like, bro, why is he like this or something like that.
So you don't see somebody you have respect for doing nefarious activities that you don't
Bro,
believe in.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, you know, you still my homie at the end of the day, you know. So, next one, saying it's fine when it's definitely not.
Pass. Well, most of the people nowadays that I'm around or that you're around, we're grown. If you got a problem, let's hear it. Like,
See,
let's address it. Let's hear it.
I no me. Well, I say it a lot in like be as a married man, right? I say it a lot.
Okay, when it comes to like a relationship with no.
Yeah, to avoid argument, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Ignoring the check engine light.
Gas. I got one.
Eh,
I got one right now.
Uh,
The truck I drive for work, it's got one.
you know, I think we're all gonna say gas on that because unless you're like super super wealthy, you can't really do anything about it.
And it's not even just the money aspect of it. It's having the time to go get the code read
Yeah.
and then find out what you have to do to get it fixed, and then finding the time to get it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Bringing an uninvited guest.
Pass, unless it's your significant other.
Yeah, I'd say Pat. Even if it was my significant other, I'm not asking. I'm telling you, bro. Like the other night, some of my homies wanted to go bowling. Right, the plans got canceled, but I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, I'm pulling up with my wife and my kid.
Yeah.
But like, of course, that's always acceptable. I mean, it's your significant other. But if you bring in like a rando to the kick out, like one of my homies, shout out Arturo, right? Um, um, last year, so no, 2024, no, 2025 summer, right? We had like a little cookout at my house or whatever. Me, him, and a couple of my other homies and my wife and everything, right? Whatever. So he's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna bring my girl. I'm like, all right, cool, 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 cool. But then he gets here, well, I guess he asked in advance, but I'm like, bro, all right, bro, the +1 can't bring a +1. Dog.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would always say like, if it's just your significant other, just let her know, bro. I'm bringing a person, right? But if it's like a random, if you're just trying to bring your other homie that none of your homies are homies with, bro, cut it out. Cut it out. Do not do that, bro. Because you never know. You might be the +1.
This isn't that, but I mean, like, there's been multiple things where like John and Shelby like, hey, come out to the bars with us. I'm like, all right, yeah. And then I show up and it's me and Joel.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's no problem.
Yeah.
They get along with Joel, but I'm like, I don't gotta ask you for permission to do this.
Yeah, like, bro. Saying I'll pull up knowing you won't. I guess this kind of goes hand in hand with what I talked about earlier. Saying, yeah, you said you'll keep me in the loop.
I mean, I don't like that. That's pass. I mean, if you know you're
Oh yeah. Never mind. I just read the question.
if you're either know you're gonna try and dodge it or think something may come up, you gotta hit him with the maybe or I'll try. Or
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think my favorite thing when I know I'm not going is saying I'll check with my wife.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh, my wife said we have plans.
Just push the blame off.
Yeah. I make my wife the bad guy. So when they see me out with my wife, they dap me up, but they're like, you're stupid. Yeah. Rereading old text messages for dopamine.
No, I pass. I mean, it's in the past.
Yeah.
Go find your own dopamine now.
This is true. All right. That's pretty good. Blocking someone mid-argument.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like, bro, especially like but before I block them, right? And there's been times that like I've been like arguing with like a female I'm talking to at that point or something like.
You got the one last jab in there?
Yeah, I did a lot. I'd be like, yeah, take this, block. So that way I go out on a high note, So it'd be like that. Next one, knowing the red flags and going anyway.
Yeah. No, I guess gas.
Why is it gas?
Crazy women make the best partners.
Hey.
Am I wrong?
No, you know. My wife is kind of crazy. She just keeps it like tamed,
That's what you want.
Yes.
That's exactly what you want.
The type of person to find the crazy sane balance. Yeah, that's what you want.
The type of person who's gonna scream at the McDonald's worker because you didn't get your sauce.
Bro. See, I think that's why me and her are like a perfect couple, because like when it comes to like in person, she has no problem with confrontation, right? But when it's like over the phone,
that's me and my girl too.
Yeah, I got a call for it, but because she knows when, not being racist or anything, but if I call a call center and Baljeet pick up, bud, all right, I'm already pissed off.
Yeah,
because you can't understand what I'm saying, and I can't understand what you say. Hello, thank you for calling customer service. Yeah, all right, buddy. Let me tell you what's going on.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think a little crazy is what you want. Speeding up at yellow lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drive a truck that weighs about 6,000 pounds, fully loaded.
Yeah.
When that light turns yellow, there's I'm either burning these brakes out and still ending up in the middle of the intersection, or I'm going through it. I'm not stopping clean most of the time.
Yeah. See, for me, it all depends on like where I'm at, right? Like how far I am from the light.
Yeah, no, that's
So you kind of gotta gauge it, bro. Because like if you like close to it, bro, I'm going through.
oh yeah.
I'm going through because I think the law is, excuse me, if the light changes to red while you're in the middle of the intersection, you're good.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So it's like, bro, I'm going through.
Yeah.
Uh,
Punch the roof and keep it trucking, bro. Absolutely.
pretending you didn't see the text.
Gas.
Yeah. Gas.
I mean, my homies will hit me with something stupid, and I'm at work and I'm sweating and I'm lifting up heavy stuff and I'm having a terrible day, and I'm like, I don't have the time to entertain this right now.
Like right now, I have 28 unread snaps, 2 unread Instagram DMs, 14 TikTok notifications, 209 WhatsApp messages, and 97 text messages. So, yeah.
For me, that's too much. That's way too much. You're not famous.
See,
Joel does the same thing though.
yeah, I've learned to turn it off.
Yeah.
Like turn off like the notification. Like I see all the notifications. It has to be like really important for
Yeah.
but like if you text me and I genuinely don't see the message, then that's different. But
Yeah.
like if you text me but I always respond to you. But there's just certain people like, bro, I know that's just a blank snap of someone's face.
Yeah.
Or I see the text message and I preview it and it's like not important. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna hit you back when I'm ready, you know? So pretending you didn't see someone so you don't have to say hi.
Yes, gas.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of the time, if I'm pretending I don't see you, we're not. I think we're not cool. You might think we're cool, but I don't think we're cool.
Bro, that's facts.
Like,
That's facts. Like, bro, come on. Yeah, I'm pretending I don't see you for a reason.
yeah,
Like if I'm in Walmart and someone like walks through the aisle and I know them and I don't want to talk to them, I'm like, bro, I'm like reading this can of beans so I'm in so much detail. Or like I'm engrossed into my phone trying to figure out this recipe.
I'm over here trying to figure out how to pronounce ascorbic acid.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to see, I'm trying to see everything but you.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That's actually fire. Saying that's crazy when you don't care.
Oh, I do that all the time. All the time.
I find
I throw that's wild.
yeah, I find that I use that phrase the most when I'm talking to older people, and that one, they just keep going on, or two, they think they're funny. I'm like, huh, that's crazy.
I like to see how many times I can throw them in, especially in situations like that. I like to see how many times I can throw out the same, like, that's wild. That's crazy. No way. And they just keep going.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
My high score is 6. I was talking to my grandma and I said, that's crazy 6 times. And she kept talking.
Nana, come on now. Come on. After the second one, you should just shut it down. All right, so we're gonna move into the third segment, the hot seat rapid fire questions, right?
Okay.
These are kind of gonna be like this or that, or like a short answer question.
Okay.
All right. So first one, what's your most useless thing you own?
Most useless thing I own? I'd probably say my Xbox at this point. I don't get to play games anymore, but like, my mom's like, you should sell it. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah. So like, I'm actually in the same boat, but I've actually because I work for a university, we're kind of on like a school schedule.
Yeah.
So my last day to work, we worked a half day on December 23rd, and I don't go back until Monday, right? So I've been off this entire time.
I'm jealous.
So I've been finding time to like play video games, play the new Black Ops and stuff like that. I've been ranking up on that. But like when like school is like really in session and like I'm working every day, I'm in a routine, bro. Like I like walk past my Xbox look at me, and I look at my Xbox, you dirty girl.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, don't look at me. So yeah, I totally get that.
Especially, bro, I gotta wake up at 5. I normally get home at like 6.
Yeah.
That gives me about 3 or 4 hours to eat, shower, do all these things to get ready for bed.
See, I find that because like a lot of times I get off work at 5, so I get home by like 5:17 or 5:20 or something like that, right? So and then once I walk in the door, I'm in full dad mode.
Yeah.
Gotta play with my kids. Um, gotta make sure they're fed. Uh, baths are being given. Their night clothes, change diapers, put down for bed. Make sure the kids have milk. Give hug and kisses. Read bedtime stories. All sorts of stuff. Right. So by the time I'm done, me and my wife try to get it done early. We try to have the dinner by like 6 or 6:30, and then the kids are in bed by like sometimes 7:30, 7:38, and then we use that time kind of to ourselves.
Yeah.
We have like a routine. We like sit in bed and like right now we're watching Stranger Things. We like eat snacks and stuff that we hid from the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we just kind of use that time to enjoy our time. But my wife a couple months ago bought me a Steam Deck.
Oh.
A Steam Deck, right? So and I programmed it so I have the Xbox Game Pass, so I
Mhm.
could play on that. So I could like play video games from the bed,
Yeah.
right? So I don't have to move. With Xbox, you kind of have to be stationary.
Yeah.
You know? So I find that that's easier for me sometimes to just play like while we're watching TV or something like that. So yeah. What's your go-to lie?
I don't know. I love lying. I'll keep it so real with you. I love to lie. I just love to tell you a story that absolutely never happened.
Bro,
One of my favorite things to do.
bro. That right there, that's getting clipped for TikTok, bro.
I love that, bro. That's my favorite thing.
Like, bro, man just came like my homie Loden, right? Which I have to go back and clip the episode. I didn't realize how funny it was, but one of my homies like screen recorded it. He was watching that episode and posted it on his story. He screen recorded it. Loden was like, yeah, on this piece of actually you and Loden kind of look alike. I'll show you a picture of him a little later, right? So you say, yeah, on the land, me and my family kind of bought houses out there. It's me, my dad, my mom, my grandma, but she croaked, and he just kept going.
Just throw it out.
I was like, and then when he was done, I was like, bro, did you just speed past it? Like you didn't just say your grandma croaked? He's like, yeah, we can't just dwell on the past. I was like, all right, Peter, a real one, I guess. We'll pour one up for the dead homies.
Yeah.
Like, bro, man's just said, I love lying.
It's fun, bro.
Bro,
Just seeing if people will believe it.
yeah. What's something you pretend to like?
I don't know. I'd say McDonald's. Not a huge McDonald's guy, but I mean, anybody says let's go get McDonald's, I'm like, yeah, I love McDonald's.
Lying again. Like,
Absolutely.
I had McDonald's for breakfast.
I didn't have breakfast.
See, yeah. I'm not a suit. Okay, so I eat McDonald's because
It's cheap.
it's cheap, and like McDonald's is never gonna do you wrong.
It's consistent. The same thing as like In-N-Out.
Yeah,
It's cheap and it's consistent and it gets the job done every time.
and they what me and my wife's like our guilty pleasure, like when we don't want to cook dinner. What we've been doing is McDonald's now has these like $5 bags.
Oh.
Well, what you could get a McDouble, a 4-piece nuggets, a small fry, and a small drink for $5, bro.
It's like the Wendy's Biggie bag.
Bro, you buy 4 of them. I just fed my entire family. And see, what I like to do is, my son, he has a small stomach, so he's only gonna eat the fries and the nuggets, right? So I'll take his drink, and I'll take his sandwich, right? So then I would have just had. But bro, if you put 2 small drinks together, you get a medium,
Mhm.
right? And then I would just gotten 2 sandwiches, a small fry, and a 4-piece nuggets, and a medium drink, right? So I'm like, bro, what more can you possibly want for $20, bro?
Feeding 4 people for $20 is a flex.
Bro, that's gas, bro. So it's like, yeah, I get it. But it's like, bro, if I have my choice, like if I'm not hurting for cash and I have my choice for fast food restaurants, I'm not going to McDonald's.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll go to like Cane's or Chick-fil-A or something like that.
If you have the money to pay for somewhere else and the time to go somewhere else and you still choose McDonald's, I don't think you should be trusted to vote.
Yeah, like me and my wife, we actually have a gauge, right? So our gauge is Taco Bell, right? So we'll be like, I'm like, what do you want for dinner? All right, we're feeling lazy. We don't want to get right. She's like, I don't know. What about Taco Bell? I'm like, we ain't got broke, bro. Because see, Taco Bell is cheap, but you're sacrificing your body for this meal,
Nah, bro. T-Bell is top tier fast food.
bro. And I agree with you, but what comes after you would have digest this toxic waste?
It tastes good enough to not worry about it.
Bro, I worry about it when I'm butt naked on this toilet, hands across chest, and I at 3 a.m. and I'm wondering how the hell I got here, bro. Taco Bell did me like that, and I'm clipping that right there for TikTok.
Well, I'll suffer.
Bro,
I'll suffer.
bro,
They just brought back the quesarito, bro. I'll suffer.
bro, I tried that and that was actually pretty good. Um, what do you waste money on the most?
Food and alcohol, absolutely. Well, because like I said, I've been in Fort Smith for about a month.
Fort Smith is a dirty little town.
I hate Fort Smith. But every week before I leave, I go and I get a bunch of frozen food from Trader Joe's. And then the only groceries I buy once I get down there is I'll buy like a 18 or a 24 pack of beer, and that's like the only thing I'll drink when I'm not working. Is just drink beers and eat frozen food.
Really?
Yep, that's it. That's the only thing I buy down there. It's crazy.
Yeah, we went to Fort Smith back in March. I had something to do down there, and I was like, bro, that was my first time down there. I'm like, bro, I hate this.
It stinks.
But we kind of went. We made a day out of it. I had some business down there, but we did like some little exploring. We went to like a bookstore just off of like Main Street. We went to a thrift store and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool. It wasn't terrible, but it was.
My biggest qualm with Fort Smith is that the streets are so narrow. The lanes are so narrow.
Yeah.
And I'm driving a huge truck.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to ride curbs and take your mirror out. Like I could do both at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm like, Fort Smith wasn't terrible, but I'm not gonna say, babe, you know where you should go? Fort Smith.
No.
Yeah. No. What's overrated?
Overrated? I'd say college.
This is true. I've told people lots of times, college is a waste of money. College is a scam.
I mean, if you get in there and you're around the right people, it's a great time.
Yeah, the experience of college, it's great. Bro, there's nowhere on this planet you can have like an experience like college. There's always something to do, and there's always great people. The only place you could probably experience that could probably compete with that is like prison.
Yeah, but yeah, no,
literally prison, because you're like around these people 24/7, and you could just make the best out of your time. But
Yeah.
it's like, bro, but the actual like degree earning
And the actual things that you get back from it, overrated.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, you walk into college, the day you walk in, your life is on a decline for at least 4 years at minimum. At minimum 4 years.
And that's if you get a job right out the gate.
Yeah, that's if you don't want to go for your master's and doctorate. And then, bro, you walk in, you instantly lose your money. You get out and you instantly lose your money. You're like, bro, I just studied for 6.5 years. Unless you're becoming like a doctor or like a mate, bro. Even becoming a doctor takes years. Takes like 12 years. Or like you may be making like good money as a lawyer years prior to college. Is it prior?
Post
college, yeah. You may be making millions of dollars post college, but I'm like, bro, that all the grunt work you had to do to get here wasn't worth it, dog. College is a scam.
Trade school. Go to trade school.
What's underrated?
Trade school. Hell yeah, trade school, bro.
Man's answered the last question and the next question.
Trade school, bro. Everybody's always like, trade school's not as good as college, bro. You learn more, faster, for less money, and you actually get jobs quick, bro. Trade school's Trade school's where it's at.
Not gonna lie, there was a part of me that wants to be not be an electrician, but learn the electrical field. Because my dad growing up was an electrician, and from the electrical field, he learned like a lot of different other trades and stuff.
So I went to school for electrical, like residential and stuff, and then I went to a different class for utility electric. All the stuff I learned in like residential electric, when John moved in the new house, he was like, "Hey, I need your help with this," and I went over there. I fixed light switches and all this stuff. I mean, even if you don't go get a job, you're learning stuff that applies in your life.
Yeah, and see, if I had the choice, I'd go to a Votech for electrical installation and auto mechanics.
Yeah, auto body and stuff.
Bro, auto mechanics to me is so interesting. Like, I'll be like watching video. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but bro, there's this one guy, shout out TE videos. Bro, he be doing like works on cars, but he like does it in a nice way. He'd be like, "Oh, I just checked your carburetor there for you, bud." I'm like, "Bro, did he just call me buddy? Did he mean that? Are we friends?" Yeah, like, bro. So those are like stuff that like if I had a choice, I'd do. But all right, what's your biggest red flag? Lying.
No.
You got one bigger than lying?
I mean, lying's not a red flag.
Oh,
It depends. Okay, it depends what you're lying about.
yeah.
But
You just gotta love what you do and do what you love.
yeah, yeah. I can't really think of one. I mean, yeah, no. Bad relationship with your family.
And
And it's easy for somebody else to see that it's your fault.
oh, okay, yeah.
Like, I mean, I can understand like your parents are bad and like not people it's easy to be chill with. But I mean, like if I come over and your parents are chill and like I can see your parents in their element and they're still chill even when there's not like a guest over, and you like beef with your parents constantly.
Yeah. It's one thing if your parents are terrible, but it's another thing if you're terrible to your parents.
Yes.
And I love my wife, but like sometimes I have to like check her, and then I'm like, bro, all right, take it easy.
It's like the classic like thing you see on like Instagram and stuff. And it's like me as a black guy when I come over to my white friend's house and he's like yelling at his mom that she.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, don't.
Yeah, like,
That's why.
I'm like, all right, bro. All right, come on. You gotta calm down. We just came over here for dinner. A free dinner. Come on now. Biggest green flag.
Green flag.
Yeah.
Communication. If you can communicate effectively, absolutely. That's my biggest one.
I was recently watching a video of a guy, and he was doing like the little green screen, but it was like girls' Tinder profiles, and he was showing the guys red flags and green flags on Tinder. He was like, so he'd score them out of 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be like, red flag. She got the Instagram and Snapchat in the bio. I'm like, yeah, you kind of right. He was like, red flag. First picture is in a bikini.
No.
He's like, all right, let me show you this. Every girl he went to, he's like, all right, the first picture is just of the face, right? Just a selfie. He's like, the next picture that has to come is a full body. And it's all, I was like, bro, that's actually kind of fire. But if you think about it, it's like, bro, if you telling me to add you on, if your Instagram and Snapchat is out there for any guy on the socials,
You're clout farming.
Yeah, like, bro, that's how these females like accumulate so many followers on stuff on Instagram and stuff, but they're only following 2 people. I'm like, come on, bro. All right. What's something you're bad at but keep doing?
My job.
Bro, I know you're real to say.
For real, my job. Like it's like really learning on the job type stuff.
It's like, bro, I'm clearly bad at this, but they keep letting me show up the next day. All right. What's your biggest L of 2025?
Of 2025.
Yeah.
This happened the other day. You're not gonna think this is a big L, mister. I bought 1 million pairs of AirPods. So I'm in the work truck, right? And I reach up on the dash to grab my keys and have my AirPods attached. And my AirPods fell through the the vent hole, and they're somewhere sitting inside the dash of that semi truck right now. I took the whole dash apart, couldn't get them out. Huge L.
Bro, listen. Just because I've bought so many pair of AirPods does not mean that I still don't feel it, dog. Bro, I was just talking the other day. Like, like I've had a pair of AirPods for like 3 days at one point. And so with my job, we drive golf carts around the campus, right? And bro, I literally rolled over my left AirPod with the golf cart. So what? And people always say, bro, well, how'd you do that? This is so stupid. You should have known. So let me paint you a picture, right? So I'm in the golf cart. I pull up to where I'm going. I put the brake on it and everything, right? As I'm getting out of the golf cart, it falls out of my ears. Yo, Apple, you claim they don't fall out the ears, but they fall out the ears, right? So it fell out the ears and rolled under the golf cart. Now, I couldn't see it right behind the tire, right? I thought it was in the middle, under the middle of the cabin of the golf cart, right? So I'm like, maybe if I back up a little bit,
I can get it, yeah.
yeah. Put that thing in reverse, beep, beep. Bro, you would have thought someone was eating a bowl of cereal. All I heard was crunch. I said, God dang, bro. So to give you the kind of exact feeling that I had, right? My dad told me a story one time. And this guy, he used to drink a lot, right? And it was Friday, and he was at the bar, and he spent a decent amount of money, right? So he was drinking a beer, and he had 2 beers in his back pockets, right? He sat on the wall. So he's sitting on bottles, right?
Yeah.
And he falls backwards. Right? And he gets up, and he feels his pants, and he feels it's wet. He looks up and said, God, please let this be my blood rushing out of my body and not my my beers. And it wasn't, bro. That's kind of how, bro. I was like, bro,
That's a different level of alcoholism.
listen, it's like, I was like, Lord, please let this just be
Like the axle on the golf cart.
yeah,
Like,
or a piece of Captain Crunch someone dropped earlier. Please don't let this be my AirPods, bro. It was terrible. I have lost AirPods, broken AirPods, sold AirPods, all sorts of stuff. Given away AirPods.
I literally said to myself, after I took apart the whole dash, I go, I guess I'm gonna pull an Arthur, and I just pulled out my phone right there and immediately bought a new pair.
Yeah. I remember one time I was dating this girl. My first pair of AirPods, actually Tyler took me to buy them, right? And that's when me and Eddie was staying in a hotel in Tulsa. We had flew in the night before, and he was taking us back to campus, right? We met up with someone in Tulsa at a QT parking lot, right? And they were brand new. That's when the AirPod ones were
Like just dropped.
Yeah, right. I bought them for $140, right? So, and I lost them after like a month of having them or something like that, right? And this one girl I was dating, she bought me a new pair for Valentine's Day. And as soon as we got into an argument, we got into an argument. She's like, oh yeah, you're nothing without me. You needed me to buy you AirPods. I said, whoa, back it up. I said, did you or did you not meet me with AirPods? She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that proves that I bought them before I'd buy them again. Hell out of here, bro. What's your biggest W of 2025?
Big boy job. I'm in a career now.
Okay.
I'm making real money. I'm not working at a gas station. I'm not working in the warehouse for mom no more.
Yeah.
I'm making my own way in life.
You used to work for Quick Trip, huh?
Yeah, I worked for Quick Trip for like 2 years.
Oh yeah. God dang. What's the last thing you Googled?
I don't know.
I figured you were gonna say my house address.
No, I didn't Google it. I just pulled it off Snapchat. I was trying to find talking points for this, and I said, I Googled things that make people mad.
Nice one. What's your go-to struggle meal? Frozen food from Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's butter chicken. It's gas. It's so good.
Bro, I went to Trader Joe's one time in my life, and I need to go back. It was actually in Texas.
They just put one in like 15 minutes from my house, so it's like the same drive to there to Walmart.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just hop on the highway and go to Trader Joe's.
And it was actually I think it was in Allen, Texas, because Allen, Texas is just over the border in right by Durant, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was there. We went to Texas to Amir gotten some sushi and stuff like that, and then we went to Trader Joe's, and that was my first experience when seeing like the Trader Joe's ginger ale
Mm-hmm.
that comes in like the green bottle, and yeah, bro, I was completely mesmerized on the opening mechanism.
Why you still ain't brought me no Vitamalt?
Bro, guess what? I just found them on Amazon.
Okay. I'll buy me some then.
Bro, I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Bro, it's crazy. You'll love it. Cause my wife loves it. All right. So we're gonna move into the fourth segment. The fourth segment is called 1-star reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna switch it up. My homie Peyton, whose episode I just dropped, y'all go check out the last episode of Funny on My Mind. The Wolf of Sales Street. It's episode 9. This is actually episode 11 that we're recording right now. It's crazy.
I listened to that one on the way here. Banger.
Yeah. So he told me, right,
Mhm.
that in order to keep it fun and interesting,
Mhm.
I'm gonna read the review, but I'm gonna omit certain parts,
Uh-huh.
and I need you to tell me what you think it is.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna swivel my iPad here so you can't see. All right, the first one. The blank is too comfortable. Overslept by 5 hours, missed my flight, lost my job because this was the third time. My wife left me, not because of the blank, but it didn't help. I'm writing this review from the blank because I know I have nowhere else to be. It's too comfortable. I can't be mad. I can't even be mad. 2 stars. Wait, 1 star. I'm supposed to be mad. Hold on. Before you give a guess, here's another one. Bought this blank to improve my sleep. Now I sleep too much, 12 hours a night. My body forgot how to function on normal sleep. Tried sleeping on old blank. Can't. I'm addicted. This blank is a drug. I'm late to everything. My friends stop inviting me. Worth it? My therapist says no.
It's a bed. I mean, it has to be a bed.
Yeah, it's
Or maybe a couch. I'd give a couch, but it's got to be a bed.
it's a mattress, yeah. Next one. Next one. This blank is so soft, I've forgotten to wear real clothes. Been wearing it for 3 weeks straight. Haven't put pants on. Zoom meetings, blank. Grocery store, blank. My wife's company dinner, blank. I'm becoming feral. Society's expectations mean nothing. Only the blank matters. My boss called asking if I'm going through something. Yes, comfort.
The sweatpants. I mean, if you're gonna replace pants with it, it's got to be
No.
blanket. I mean, like,
No.
what is he replacing his pants with?
You want to know?
Yeah.
A robe.
Okay.
But a robe to the company dinner is crazy.
A robe outside of your house at all is insane.
Yeah, isn't it? Or like those people, I hate to see people like at like Walmart wearing like a bonnet or something like that. No.
A bonnet. You just look ratchet to me.
Yeah, it's like, bro. All right. So the next one.
I can't hate too much. I've shown up to Walmart in pajama pants.
See, pajama pants is fine, but if you're full on wearing like a robe, or like if you look like you're dressed for bed, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
This blank captures everything, and I mean everything. Caught my neighbor picking his nose for 4 minutes. Watched the whole thing. Can't unsee it. He waved at me yesterday. All I see is the finger, the nose. We used to be friends. Now we're strangers. This blank has destroyed our relationship.
Doorbell. Video doorbell.
Yeah, it's a Ring doorbell camera. Next one. Got trapped under this for 2 hours. Couldn't get up. Too heavy. Phone was across the room. Just laid there. Accepted my fate. My cat walked by. Looked at me. Didn't help. Just left. Betrayed by my own cat. Eventually wiggled out. Took 45 minutes. Got a workout. Didn't ask for a workout. Asked for sleep.
Weighted blanket.
Yeah. It's a weighted blanket.
I've had one of those.
Bro, someone threw one at me before.
That's crazy.
Bro. I was like, bro, why are you throwing a nuclear missile at me?
My brother, my girl's little brother, has like a weighted stuffed animal, and he's always trying to fight with me because his siblings are always busy. So when I'm over there, he's always trying to like fight and wrestle with me. He grabs a pillow and throws it at me. I picked it up. I didn't know what it was, and I just slung that thing at him. And I launched him about across the living room with it. It was hilarious.
All right. Bought this for guest. I can't say this next part. Bought this for guest. Looked great. Guest blanked on it. Woke up at 4 a.m. screaming. She was on the floor. The blank around her. Slowly, while she slept, she described it as being swallowed by the floor. She left. It's 4:30 a.m. She called an Uber. Didn't even wait for the morning. Won't return my text. I've lost a friend over this blank.
Air mattress.
Yeah, I've
Bro, so me and my girlfriend went on a big like road trip, and we went we went out west and stuff, and we camped in the mountains, and we had an air mattress that we'd blow up inside the car and pull it out and put it in the tent.
yeah.
Like the first night we woke up and we're just laying on like gravel,
Yeah,
like an inflated air mattress and gravel.
like, bro, it's terrible. I like those the electric pump ones.
Yes, that'll like auto inflate themselves throughout the night.
Oh wait, they have ones like that? I've never seen that. I was just talking about the ones that you could plug in and just turn it on. So all you do is just leave it plugged in and you just switch it on and that stop and go back to bed.
Yeah.
Last one. These work too well. Wore them on the subway, missed my stop by 6 stops. Ended up in a completely different neighborhood. Had to Uber back $47. Then wore them at work. Boss was trying to get my attention. 10 minutes. She touched my shoulder. I screamed. She screamed. Now I'm in HR mandated workplace awareness training. These blank cost me my dignity.
Headphones.
Yeah, noise canceling headphones. All right, so we're going to move into the 5th segment, right? The 5th segment is called Reddit Stories, right? So we're going to go through each one of these Reddit stories. These are actual real Reddit stories by real people. And we're going to determine that if they were wrong, right?
Okay.
Am I wrong for changing the locks on my house while my husband was out of town with his mistress? Found out he was cheating. He said he was on a work trip. I saw the hotel receipt, honeymoon suite, with her name on it. So while he was out, I changed all the locks, moved his stuff to his mom's house, froze our joint accounts, filed for divorce. He came home to a locked house and a divorce paper taped to the door. He called me screaming. I said, you should have thought about that before banging Jennifer from accounting in a honeymoon suite. His family says I should have talked to him first. He was inside another woman.
I don't think he went far enough. I wouldn't have taken his stuff to his mom's. I would have thrown that in garbage bags in the front yard, bro. Pick it up and move it yourself.
See me. I don't think she's wrong. I admire someone.
That's sad on business.
That's like that, right? But me personally, I would, before I remove them, I would remove me. You would come back, like my wife would come back, and I'd be completely gone. I'd disappear.
It depends whose house it is. I mean, if it's your house and then he moved in with you,
oh yeah,
you're gone.
Yeah, then you have every right. But if it's a house that we got together, you keep the house.
Yeah, I'm out.
You have somewhere to stay. I'm gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't think she's wrong. I actually commend it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I wouldn't even answer. I'd block his number. Am I wrong for telling my pregnant sister-in-law she can't name her baby the same name as my daughter who died? My daughter died at 6 months old, rare disease. Her name was Lily. My sister-in-law is pregnant, announced she's naming her daughter Lily to honor my daughter's memory. I never gave permission. She never asked. I broke down, told her absolutely not. She can't have that name. It's my daughter's name. She said she's dead. She doesn't need it anymore. Ooh. I lost it, screamed at her. Family says I'm being unreasonable. It's just a name. It's not just a name. It's my baby's name.
Yeah. No. You're fine.
Yeah. Exactly. So okay. So it's a two-parter for me. First part, I don't think that she was wrong for the way she reacted, but I think at the end of the day, I know this is your daughter's name, but you you given all of that, you can't stop them for if they want to name their kid. They have free will. Free will is a crazy thing. Even if you don't give them your blessing, they can still name their. So all of that basically falling on deaf ears.
I mean, yeah, but if it was really coming from a place of I'd like to honor your deceased child, you should have come to me first.
Yeah, no, and that's why I say she 100% is right. I just feel like
Yeah, if that is what they want to do, there's nothing you can do
Yeah.
to stop them.
yeah. So free will is a crazy thing, but I don't think she's wrong. Uh, am I wrong for refusing to donate my kidney after my brother told me I was adopted at my wedding? On my wedding day, during his best man speech, he announced I'm adopted in front of 2,000 people. Fun fact, she's not really family. I had no idea. My parents confirmed it later. True. Been lying my entire life. Now, 3 years later, brother needs a kidney. I'm a match. He asked me to donate. I said, absolutely not. He destroyed my wedding, my marriage. We divorced a year later, partially because of the trauma from that day, my relationship with my parents, and now he wants my kidney. My parents are begging. He'll die. Should have thought about that before his speech. Now,
I feel like that's a little petty,
yeah. So, okay.
but also, I don't know. Giving up a kidney is crazy.
See, if it was solely like you don't feel comfortable giving your kidney, then you just that's a life altering surgery,
Yes.
right? But the fact that you're keeping a grudge like that, especially in his time of need, first of all, your marriage didn't. You said partially from the trauma, right? So there was other factors that played a part into you and your significant other separating, right? So I feel like that's kind of too far though, because like he's on his deathbed, he needs this kidney. You're a match, and all because you got your feelings butthurt that
Yeah.
you see. I don't.
I feel like his reasoning is petty, but I would if you don't want to give up your kidney, that's your kidney.
Yeah, that's your kidney, is yours to keep, you know. But I also feel like if I was in that position, I wouldn't have been mad at my parents for lying to me. Me personally, how I look at it, right? Like, let's say my parents call me tomorrow and say I was adopted. I wouldn't be mad because obviously you're keeping that from me because you didn't want me to feel it. You had my best interest at heart. So the people who get it all in their feeling, oh, yeah, you lied to me. My entire life has been a lie. Bro, you were put up for adoption, right?
Yeah.
Either one, your parents couldn't take care of you, couldn't afford to take care of you, or wasn't in the best shape, or they just didn't want you, brother. It's like, brother, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather an adoptive parent be forthcoming with me just so I don't have. But if it is something where I find out later, I don't think you get to harbor resentment towards the people who decided that you're their kid.
Now, will I say I give the brother wrong for doing it on the wedding day?
Oh yeah, no, that's
100%.
wild.
Now, I would have not talked to my brother for several years.
Me and John would run ones in the middle of my wedding right there.
Oh yeah. I'm putting a pause on you. Yeah. So, but I think like, bro, again, a sibling is a sibling. But if it's completely about you not wanting to give up your kidney, then that's fine. But bro, don't take it out of your brother. Am I wrong for exposing my fiance's affair at his mother's funeral? Oh, that's crazy. Found out he was cheating 2 days before his mother's wedding. I had proof, photos, text, everything. At the funeral during the reception, his mistress showed up, had the audacity. I walked up to her loudly and said, oh, you must be the woman my fiance has been sleeping with. So nice to finally meet you in front of everyone. His family, his whole family, his dad, his grandma, chaos, screaming. I left the ring on the casket and walked out. His family is calling me a monster. You ruined her funeral. He ruined it by cheating and bringing his mistress. Now, I started to think she was wrong until the mistress walked in.
Yeah.
You were like, bro, it's okay for you to pull up. Like, bro, come on.
No, okay. So I feel like it's the same thing as the last one. It's the venue and the occasion that they chose to bring it up at.
Yeah.
I mean, you pull her outside and go, you and we have business, you can leave right now and it can go get real quiet and we can not deal with it in front of everybody. But if you walk back in here with me, it's gonna get loud.
Yeah. Or and I would also accept if she was to tell him, bro, you better get. I know what y'all been doing. You better get out of here. But for the day, I'm gonna chill. But
Yeah.
when we leave here, you and me is on.
Yeah.
But you tell her, yeah, okay, yeah. I totally get what you were saying. Am I wrong for refusing to give my daughter her college fund after she testified against me in court? Going through a divorce, a nasty divorce. My daughter, 17, testified for her mother, lied on the stand, said I was abusive. I'm not, because her mother coached her. I lost custody, lost the house. The judge believed my daughter. Now she's 18. She wants her college fund, $85,000. I've been saving since she was born. I said no, not 1 cent. She chose her mother. Her mother can pay for our college. My lawyer says legally I have to give it to her. Legally, maybe. Morally, question mark. She destroyed me in court for lies. She can get a loan like everybody else. Now, I don't think there's anything, unless he literally set up a college fund with her name on it through the bank. Like he went through all the legal channels. But if it was a savings account, he was just saving money in for her college. Then, bro, by all means, even if he set up a legal account, I would do. If I was him, I would do everything in my power to get that.
Oh yeah, no. But also, I feel a lot. Your beef is more with your wife than it is with your kid. Your wife's the one who coached her.
Your beef is still with your kid too.
But I mean, my thing is, how old was the kid at the time?
17 when they got on the stand.
17 on the stand line?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not getting that money.
Yeah, like bro, I've raised you for 17 years at this point. You know the type of guy that I am, and you still gonna understand him. You committed a crime for your mother.
A felony crime.
With that crime, you could go get a loan.
Yeah, bro.
Like hell no. All right, last one. Am I wrong for calling the police on my neighbor for stealing my cat, even though he claims he rescued him? My cat is indoor/outdoors. His name is Muffins. He goes outside, comes home, normal cat stuff. My neighbor took him, said Muffins was clearly abandoned and neglected. Muffins is fat. He's groomed. He has a collar with my number on it. Neighbor refused to give him back, said he's providing a better home. I called the cops. They made him return my cat. Now he's filing complaints with animal control saying I'm neglectful. The vet confirmed Muffins is healthy. Neighbor is obsessed. This is catnapping. I'm pressing charges.
Oh no, I got beef on this woman's behalf. Like you don't pets are like you don't mess with somebody's pet.
Yeah, bro, it's normal cat behavior. Especially if I know you took my cat.
Absolutely. I'll kick down your door for my cat.
Like, bro, at this point, I'd put the paws on you.
Me and my girlfriend have a cat that we care for together.
Uh-huh.
And if somebody was to do that, I would probably be at their front door with a weapon.
Yeah, like, bro, come on. All right. So the sixth and final segment is always going to be called Things That Piss Me Off. Now, before we get into this, I would like to say that Clint has had beef with me from
the day we met.
Yes, from the day that we met, Clint has had beef with me that he would like to speak upon here. We have always went back and forth about the matter, but now we're bringing the audience into it. Clint, here we go.
So, imagine it's the morning. You'd like to eat a nice bowl of cereal for breakfast. Any sane person goes to the cabinet, gets a bowl, gets their milk, their cereal, their spoon. The first thing you put in that bowl is cereal. Not the milk, the cereal. Because the milk going over top of it, if it doesn't make everything soggy, but it softens it up slightly and it absorbs some milk to enhance the flavor of the cereal. This maniac puts in milk and then cereal on top of it. Does your cereal not overflow out of the bowl? Does it not just make a mess?
Clint, when you put the cereal first, right?
Yes.
When you're pouring the milk, you can't see. So the cereal overflows out of the bowl. With the milk, I can gauge how much cereal to pour on top of the milk.
Okay, well, same way. I can gauge how much milk I need to put in based off how much cereal is in there.
No, not once the milk is rising.
Okay, once it doesn't rise in an instant, you can see it start to rise up and go, oh, it's about to overflow. I'll stop.
How do you then make sure that you have enough milk?
You eat some of it, and then all of a sudden there's less cereal taking up space.
Okay, so I just thought about this, right? What do you do when you want another bowl of cereal?
Okay. Oh.
So you do it. You don't go and you dump the milk out and then pour fresh cereal in there.
But you know what I do? Doo-doo.
Yeah.
But I'll pour the cereal on top, and then I'll take my spoon and I'll press all of it down into the milk so that all of it has touched milk at least.
Bro,
every piece of cereal that goes in your mouth should have touched the milk.
Bro, that's wrong. Bro, that's
If you want crunchy cereal, don't put milk in it at all.
Bro, I feel like we should call someone.
You've put this on Instagram polls, and they always side with me. I guarantee you, anybody who watches this, or not anybody, the majority of people who watch this, get in this comment section right now, and I guarantee you they're gonna agree with me. The majority of people, because that's the way you should eat cereal.
I'm calling my dad.
It's because you Bohemians are weird.
But he may disagree with me though. You never know.
I hope he does.
What's going on, Jamie?
Hey Pops, I got a question. So I'm here with my homie Clint, right? And we're currently in the middle of recording a podcast, right? I want to get your perspective on something because you've taught me a lot of stuff that I know, right? When you're making a bowl of cereal, what do you put first, the milk or the cereal?
Milk.
See, Clint is now saying that the cereal should go first.
Yeah.
And why do you give that answer?
You put the now don't forget now. We come up in different generations. We put the milk first when I was growing up because we didn't have milk. We had cream, and you had to sweeten the cream. So now mostly cereals now come sweetened. So he would probably grow up in a generation where the cereal came sweetened, and he would not need to sweeten the milk. See, so I never explained you the difference. So I always grew up putting the milk first, even though now we probably buy cereal that's sweetened. I still put the milk first because that's how I grew up.
Interesting.
So the average person your age and a little older, grew up in a dispensation where the cereals were sweetened. I grew up with cornflakes, which was not sweetened. Right? So because the cornflake wasn't sweetened, we had to put the milk first, and then we didn't have access to milk. We had access to cream.
Interesting. You know what? That's a good answer because I remember having to use the cream and then the water and then the cornflakes with the little red and green rooster on it.
Right.
Okay.
So the cereals that y'all have now, they're sweet. So it's no right or wrong way. It's how you grew up.
Okay. All right.
Before, even though it's sweetened cereal, I still prefer to put the milk first.
You know what? That's a good answer. I think you ended like a 6-year argument at this point.
Okay. Well, we give blood praise.
Yeah. All right. Love you, Pops.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
It's a generational thing. It's the way how you were raised.
And because he grew up like that,
Yeah.
and when I was growing up, we still had cornflakes.
Mm-hmm. They still sell cornflakes.
Yeah. No. I mean, and at the time that was what we could afford,
Mhm.
right? So, and it wasn't until like my parents got better jobs and we started getting like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I was like, bro, we made it.
Mhm.
We balling. Okay, so because he grew up like that, and I partially grew up like that, and he taught that to me, that's why I feel like it's right. Okay,
But also in that same sentence, he said, most cereal nowadays is sweetened, so there is no need to do that anymore.
but I do it based on tradition.
That's an understandable reason to do it. But I mean, it's still not the way that most people would do it. Can you admit that?
Yes.
Okay.
Clint, I think we can now put this to bed. We understand the gravity of the matter and why we each do what we do and we feel like we're right. Okay. You know what? That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually very happy with that.
I'm happy with this resolve. Okay, because I was hell bent on thinking that you were wrong, and you were hell bent on thinking that I was wrong, and people would always side with you and stuff like that. Okay. All right, cool. All right, what else you got on the list?
I didn't tell you I had this one when I told you my 4. 1-ply toilet paper. Because I've stayed in a lot of hotels. I've used a lot of porta potties. And things like that, I get it. You're trying to protect a profit margin, so you're going to get the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Bro, charge me an extra $5 a night and give me some real toilet paper. Charge me an extra couple dollars a week on the porta potty rental. Give me some real toilet paper.
Yeah.
I shouldn't, like, I'm a folder, so I'll sit the toilet paper across my legs and fold it.
Uh-huh.
When the first 2 or 3 folds, I have tattoos on my legs. I can see and read the tattoos on my legs clearly through the toilet paper. That shouldn't happen.
Bro, a funny story about what one-ply toilet paper can do to you, right? And we've all done it. I had a college professor that used to be a cop, right? He was one of my criminal justice professors, and he used to be a cop. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. He told me a story. He said, and for the sake of this podcast, we're going to use the term female dog, right? So he said he arrested this guy. He always used to arrest this guy, right? But this one particular time when he arrested him, right? He said, man, when he took him to the station, right? He was booking him in. He said, man, he looked at him and said, man, you're a real toilet paper female dog. And my professor said, he got so offended. He said, bro, why would he say that? I don't even know what that is. What does that mean? And he said, he looked at the guy. He's like, what does that mean? He said, look it up. He said he went to Google, right? When he sat down at his desk to write his report, he went to Google and said, put in, what is a toilet paper female dog? And he clicked on the Urban Dictionary.
You have to for something like that.
No. It wasn't the Urban Dictionary back then when he was a cop. I searched it up on the Urban Dictionary, and it was funny. I'll tell you why in a second. Because, so he found that the definition of a toilet paper female dog is when you're wiping and your fingers poke through the toilet paper and you touch your own butthole.
My dad has a friend from the Army, and he's got a story kind of like this. He goes, so in their MRE packs, the only time you really got toilet paper is saving the napkins from those MRE packs.
Yeah.
And he said what you would do is you would tear off a corner of it and then wipe your butt, and you'd save that corner to clean the poop out from underneath your fingernails.
Oh, that's gross. So, and if you think about it, every person has been a toilet paper female dog. And let me tell you why it was so funny to me, because his name is Michael Holdeman, right? But he goes by Mike. The Urban Dictionary says when Mike,
that's crazy,
goes to wipe and his fingers poke. And I saw that and I was dying laughing. The next time I saw him, I told him, and he was like, that guy's a real scumbag.
That guy must have written it himself.
Bro, that's crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, one-ply toilet paper is terrible.
No.
When I buy toilet paper for the house, I go in the store and I analyze the toilet paper. I want to see what gives me the maximum coverage.
Charmin red package. That's the one, bro. Charmin with the red package with the red bear on there.
Bro, not all name brands get. I be buying Dollar General toilet paper, but they have some by their brand True Living. Oh my gosh. And it's premium toilet paper. It's literally called premium toilet paper.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, did I just wipe my butt with a pillow? So yeah. All right, what else is on the list?
Everybody says it. Nobody's got a really fresh take on it. But I believe I do have a fresh take on it because of what I have to do for work.
Okay.
Bad drivers.
Okay.
Bad drivers make everybody mad. But at work, I drive a vehicle that is like 4,000 pounds of vehicle alone. And then I have another probably 2,000 pounds worth of industrial grade mud vacuum on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And when that's full of mud, I'm even heavier. And I drive the speed limit because it's a work truck.
Yeah.
If I get pulled over, I'm in trouble with work.
Yeah.
But if I'm passing you in the right lane in my fully loaded semi truck, there's a problem. You need to retest for your license. You need to have your license revoked. And if you're pulling out in front of people, especially a semi truck, dude, I'm gonna put your trunk in your passenger seat. Like,
bro, funny story, right? Funny story. I had the last guy that I had Peyton, the Wolf of Sales Street. Y'all go check that out. The last guy I had on the episode, he was like, bro, what pisses me off is when people pull out in front of me, right, to go slow, but I look in my rearview mirror and there's no one behind me. You can see me coming fast. Pause. No diddy. Right? You can see me driving fast, and you just pull out in front of me and you're slow. Pause. No diddy again. Right? But you could have waited until I passed, bro. There's no one behind me. My dad taught me. He was like, bro. And even before I started driving, he said, bro, when you start driving, you're gonna find that every time you have somewhere to be, there's at least one person that has nowhere to be.
yeah.
Bro.
And like, if you pull out in front of me and immediately like put foot on the floor and like you're speeding off,
yeah, like
that's no problem.
I'm okay with that.
But like, if you pull out and you all of a sudden you decide, today I'd like to drive 10 miles an hour underneath the posted speed limit, your rear axle and your front axle are gonna get to know each other a lot better.
It's actually funny because this guy on TikTok, this bald head black guy, right? He actually kind of looks like my dad. It's funny. But he drives semis for a living, right? And he'd be given like, he does like when he goes live, it's called like Truckers Lounge or something like that. But he gives like instructions to other drivers on the road, right? So he's like, bro, when you see me driving this big semi truck, and he's like, you see the sign? And it was like the hazardous materials. He was like, bro, and then he'll give like some crazy acronym. He'd be like, because if you see me tip, everybody dead. He's like, bro, we're all dead. So he's like,
if you see me trying to get over, let me over.
He said, you see these big old tires? You want to drive right next to me, want to drive so close to me in your little Kia Soul? He said, I'd drive over you and don't even feel it.
Like, if you don't let me over, and if you've been like lane blocking me and you don't let me over, I'm just gonna slowly start creeping over, because if we get in a wreck, your car is now a paperweight and I'm fine.
Yeah, there's a speed bump in the road, bro. That's crazy.
I'm way bigger than you. The only thing that I'm hitting that's gonna mess me up more than that thing is a train.
But you also, let me also tell you what I hate. You know what I hate? I hate semi drivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who feel like they're the biggest and baddest thing on the road. They try to bully you into making you do. I'm like, all right,
sometimes you got to,
bro. But let me tell you something, bro. I don't take nothing from nobody on the road. I'm like, no, the best driver that you can think of in your head, I'm better than him. All right, so I let nobody bully me on the road. If anything, I'm the bully. All right. So, but yeah, what else is on the list?
I think I said a micromanaging like employer, and this comes directly from like a couple days ago, because I said I might not make it back.
Mm-hmm.
I might not make it up here in time because I was gonna be stuck down there. So we got this contract. I work for Elliot. Elliot works for OG&E. So, and then OG&E got a contract from this dude that he built a solar farm. And he didn't tell us till like 2 weeks before. But if we didn't have that job finished by the 31st, which is now coming on, he was going to lose $20 million. of his own money because it was like some sort of tax credit thing, I believe.
Yeah.
But so like every day, the dude who owns it would pull up and be like, "How much longer you guys got? How much longer you guys got?" It's like, dude, we same as yesterday. Like we can go about 10 foot every hour. This is solid rock. We're not. You being here is not making this go faster. You being here is not making this go faster. You're just making people mad. We're gonna get in a rush. We're gonna tear something up, and then it's gonna be slower.
Yeah.
He called my foreman. He called my foreman 4 times on Christmas Day.
Elliot.
No, the dude who was gonna lose $20 million, who was 2 companies removed from us, called him multiple times on Christmas Day when he's trying to he has 3 kids. He's trying to spend time with his kids,
Yeah.
and he's getting calls from this dude worried about his money. It's like you can lose that $20 million, and spoiler alert, he did. He lost $20 million, but it don't affect my pockets. You want me to go faster? You need to come over here and be nice to me and not rush me.
Yeah. Like, bro, like usually bad things happen when you rush.
Absolutely. I mean, and your boss being there is not going to make it go faster and smoother.
You also, what I hate? Bosses who be getting pressure from outside forces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they put pressure on you knowing, bro, like, what I'm having to do to get this job done. Why you putting pressure on me?
Yeah,
like this, it's gonna make the machine move faster. Like, bro, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's stupid, bro.
Let's see. I think I got one more. Let pull it up. People, this is back to bad drivers, but people who wait for the last second to merge over when there's a lane closed. Because you speeding down the left lane is not going to get you ahead of everybody because there's still a line in this lane. Like, if everybody in a perfect world where everybody knows how to zipper merge and everybody does it all the time, yeah, go ahead and ride the left lane all the way down. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But nobody zipper merges, which means like you, me. Like, nobody does that though.
Yeah. That's terrible. Like, bro. Yeah, I hate when I'm in the left lane, right, and I have to go in the right lane to pass someone. I'm like, bro, what the hell? The left lane is the passing lane. Bro, if you can't handle the fast lane, get out of it, dog.
You can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen, bro.
I forgot the old biker saying. Let me see if I could find that. And biker saying about passing lane. Hold on, about being in the fast lane. Bro, there's a it's mainly said like with motorcycle clubs.
Yeah. I know you're not like supposed to pass the leader of it. Even like if you're in a car, you're supposed to like ride behind them or else they get upset at you. Talk about people who think they own the road. Motorcycle clubs.
Literally.
Dude, I worked in a dispensary for a while, and I used to sell this dude. He came in, he told me a story about how he used to ride with the Hells Angels in Alaska, and they grew. There's a strain called Alaskan Thunder F word, and he said he was there where they grew the original plant of it.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, dude, good for you.
Hold on. Okay, I think I found it. It's something to the effect of, if it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. Yeah, it's something I once heard it on an interview from I I think from a former Hell's Angel. Yeah, he's like, yeah, when they ride in their packs and stuff like that. Yeah, and he said the whole thing, but I can't remember. But in it was, if it wasn't for us, the fast lane would do us. Yeah.
I mean, they do push cars along.
Yeah. Yeah. But Clint, thank you for coming out here
Glad I
tonight.
made it.
Bro, this has been a super great episode.
I was begging to get on. As soon as you started, I was like, when am I coming down? When am I getting on?
Yeah. So I told Morgan, I said, bro, I was actually like surprised that Clint would like pull up on me. I figured he would want me to pull up on him. It's not really easy, as you see in the bedrooms too with the crib. Not really as easy to move when you have kids, you know. So, but yeah, bro, I wanna thank you for coming out and pulling up and showing some love on you, boy.
Absolutely.
Pause. No, did he strictly but
They didn't do it, bro.
Bro,
No.
bro, all I'm saying, right, is if they could
And free R. Kelly.
bro, that's what I was about to. If they could give Diddy minimal amount of time in prison, right,
R. Kelly should be out, bro. If you don't want to get peed on, move out of the way.
bro, free Robert until Robert is free. Know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it's been another episode of the Funny on My Mind podcast, the seriously unserious podcast where nothing is our problem. You can find us on all social medias at Funny on My Mind, both TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at Funny on My Mind. We are your favorite podcasters podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, know what I'm saying? So with that, me and Clint are going to close the episode with the synchronized clap. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.